Hey there, Descendants, my fellow Americans and people in other countries around the world. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Before we get into today's video, if you enjoy my content and you would like to see more, please do consider hitting that subscribe button down below as it does help me out. Thank you so much. Today, we're going to be showing off a mobbing build for Ultimate Yujin. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alrighty, so first things first, let's go over the build and just give a brief explanation. So, here's a reactor. Non-attribute skill power boost ratio, skill cooldown, materialized mixture reactor to buff his fusion skill power boost. Enlightened mage full set. So, pretty standard stuff with that. Inversion reinforcement is going to be selective cellular stimulation, pain suppression, and RK circulation tactic. More of a, a defensive / regenerative inversion reinforcement board for him. Here are the modules. This is going to be a non-crit build. I went with a lot of HP for him simply because, well, he does need the HP. And a lot of skill cooldown, just fusion skill power modifier and non-attribute skill power. Here's the arcade tuning. No mutant cell, but you can kind of go bottom left if you want to, get all that HP over there. But I decided to just kind of go middle of the bottom right, or not, yeah, I said bottom left a few moments ago. Bottom right, I mean. Just down to here, and then I decided to get the enhanced skill power over here because I felt like it was important to grab. I just feel comfortable with the extra HP. You don't need it. It's not necessary. It's more of a, personal preference, but I feel more comfortable with it. We're going to show them off in a little bit of Axion Plains, the new dungeon, and yeah, let's go ahead and just show them off, and yeah, we'll see how that all works out. Let's go to Forbidden Sanctuary first. Alrighty. Oh yeah, the trigger module is going to be Death by 1,000 Cuts. It's going to affect his 1 and 2. You can do Power Beyond. You can do stuff like that if you want to. There's a couple of other options that you could select, but I personally went with Death by 1,000 Cuts because his 1 is his most, it's the skill with the most uptime on it, so I felt like it was, that's my reasoning behind equipping that. As you can see, it's pretty good. Clears them out quite quickly. And with the extra HP, he has a little bit of extra cushioning to be able to deal with mobs when they swarm in more efficiently and more easily. Hey, his damage on the discharger is actually not too bad. I was kind of expecting to struggle with it a little bit. Almost there. There we go. So he doesn't have a lot of skill effect range. He's more of a close quarters combat kind of mobber. So he's not going to be that efficient in clearing out mobs. He's more so... You more so want to use this guy in co-op alongside, an Inez or a Bunny or a Freyna, something like that. You don't really want to bring this guy into solo stuff. At least from what I understand. You can buff his skill effect range more if you want to on the arcade tuning board, but I doubt it would make much of a difference. That being said, he is definitely not the slowest mobber out there either. Already at 120, 130 out of 170, which is pretty good. I hate getting stuck there in between them all like that. I wish his third had more cooldown, or faster cooldown, but it's all good. There we go. But yeah, this is just to show that this particular build definitely can do stuff solo, if you absolutely have to, but yeah, you probably do just want to use somebody else for the new dungeons going solo, but definitely is doable. Let's go ahead and forge on ahead. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Those AoEs. Yeah, you can't be too careful against those ground pierce AoEs. Even with Yujin, I suppose. Jesus. And dead. There. Alright, this is a real test of metal right here. If you can't hit wide areas fast and hard, that's what she said, in this area, you're dog meat. Unless you got a decent chunk of defense and some HP like Yujin does. He's gonna take a little bit longer to clear stuff, like I said, especially in solos. But, you know, this is more of a safe build for all intents and purposes. Not really a, you know, like, oh, super high DPS, you know what I mean? Like, clear everything as fast as possible. It's more so, you know, safety net. Safety nets are important. Now, the only thing I don't like about his Transcendent module is that it takes away his faster reviving ability. Not a fan of that, personally. Not sure why they did that. I guess it's to quote-unquote balance things more, but I don't see why it's particularly imbalanced for a DPS Yujin to be able to revive his teammates quickly. But I digress, I suppose. Yeah, Yujin kind of feels like he's similar to Nell in terms of, you know, how quickly he can clear rooms and stuff like that, which is, it's perfectly fine. They're more precision based versus, you know, you don't need precision. Definitely got to be a little bit more thoughtful and precise. Yujin and Nell and, you know, characters like that. And even Bunny to an extent, right? Mobbing Bunny. A good mobber to synergize with him would definitely be an Inez. You know, she has low HP, but she covers wide areas. You know, Yujin has a lot of HP, but you know, he's more precision based with his damage and kills. Which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, damage definitely isn't too bad. Like I said, you can go for more damage on the arcade board and on the inversion reinforcement if you like. You can go, you know, less HP, more damage. Because honestly, you are getting a lot out of your 2 HP mods regardless, so it's not necessary to go for it on the arcade board as well. So I didn't realize that abandoned fusion form was a female, seemingly. I never played this without music on, so. I wonder if it's Yujin's old squad. Alrighty, there we go. Now, let's move on to Axion.
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
You almost forget how little HP the older areas seem to have in this game, huh? Oh, I didn't hit the marker. Of course, while I'm recording it would do this to me. It only does this like 10% of the time.
Breach creatures multiplying. There must be a colony.
Oh, I didn't need to use that. Force of habit.
Descendant, destroy this tactical objective. Please confirm.
Oh wow, didn't even need my 3 for that. I underestimated how strong my Yujin is in here.
Colony of breach creatures spotted inside the operation zone.
I probably will end up updating the build to have reflect more damage on the arcade board. So I feel like, you know, I'm really only getting like, what, maybe 2,000, 2,500 HP out of it. All things considered, it's pretty negligible. Out of my current arcade build setup. Or arcade board, not build. Well, same difference, I suppose. Kind of feel like either way, though, he still wouldn't be anywhere near as quick as Inez or Bunny. Or Freyna, in terms of mobbing. Definitely an effective mobber, just not as fast, that's all.
Descendant, Volga's comms traffic is increasing at your location. It looks like Legion of Breach troops have been deployed. Volga's special assault ship identified.
Pretty sure this will count towards his, yeah, can damage his, forearms.
Descendant, I picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies nearby. Primary tactical objective confirmed. Search and destroy required.
Just effortlessly destroys him, dude. Yeah, this guy would go amazing with Inez because she struggles so much with DPS against, even normal, like, boss, or, what do you call them in this game? I'm just gonna call them mini bosses, that's the terminology they've always been called. Elite bosses, that's what they're called in this game, elite bosses. Or enemy commanders. Elite bosses are the yellow health bars. Alrighty, well. Alrighty, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it took me a little while to complete Forbidden Sanctuary, but if you made it all the way to the end, please drop a comment down below. Thank you so much, I genuinely appreciate you, and if you want more build videos, just go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.